Search for...
I have to say that it's a very, very grim day.
Good. Hope it makes every other cunt fucking miserable.
I reckon deep down you're just a delicate flower waiting to bloom.
Yeah, if something that was poisonous to every carbon life form was delicate and flowery.
You still got me, Kev. That's the main thing.
Yeah, and then this ends in a month, and then I'm back to sitting indoors all the fucking time.
Ah, mate, we'll find something. I don't know what. Because I'm not very good at planning that far ahead. Whenever I do plan ahead, it never works, so what's the point? Try and find a car boot sale that's indoors. I mean, that Farnborough one that's £5 entry.
I'm not paid to get into a car boot. It's a car fucking boot. And there is nothing that... I don't even have to pay to go in the shops. I certainly ain't going to pay to fucking buy second-hand shit.
Nah. Hell, if it gets to a point where we're like, okay, there are no car boots. We're like, alright. It's just, instead of that, it's like every week or every other week, come round, have a piss up, and we do something gaming related. Do something. It doesn't necessarily got to be a let's play. It'd be like, why this game is crap? Because.
It's half a litre of Jack at home and half a bottle of cinnamon Jack as well.
There you go. It's...
Do you think I could find anybody last night or Friday night to come drink with me? No, because everybody's either not answering their phone or they're already busy. But nobody thinks to ask Kev if he wants to go somewhere.
You rarely like going out. Well, you more now than before, to be fair. There was a good stage when you didn't leave your place.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Good reason.
I wish I could remember the name of that condition where you're like allergic to sunlight. It's like that film The Others.
Allergic to fear of sunlight, I'm not even sure what that's called. Agoraphobia is fear of open spaces.
Every time I hear that, it just reminds me of the Father Ted sketch. It's like, maybe Father Jack's agoraphobic. Jack's scared of fighting? I don't think so, Ted.
I have to say, things that make me laugh are not the same as what makes other people laugh.
Well, I like Frankie Boyle, so that sums me up.
And I've got a very, very dark, very, very twisted sense of humour.
I reckon when we have to stop the search for Sega, even if it's just for this year, because I don't know what we're doing next year yet, in terms of videos ever again.
I don't know what I'm doing next month yet, so you can all fuck off.
No, I'm just saying, we should do that.
When we'll be dead next year.
We should. No, you'll live forever.
Damn right. Even if it's just to piss people off, I will.
Yeah, I mean, you are the human equivalent of a tumour.
Yeah, well, thanks for that.
The tumour is there as long as its victim is there. You are there as long as there's someone to destroy, someone to put down.
Looks like you all are fucked.
I'm probably the first person on earth that liked my tumour. No, we'll have to do something like game related. It ain't got to be like let's play-ish, or even if it was like these videos are cut up into bits. It's like travel, price up, this that people love. We could do something that's like this and a bit of a let's play. It'd be like, here's a game, it's shit because I said so. I'm gonna show you now. Here, shit, 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 X, shit. Or like you might find a racing game where, let's say, R1 is accelerate. I'd like to see you go mad at that because it's always been either X or in modern ones R2. I don't know what it is on Xbox. Do they have R2? They don't, it's just trigger, isn't it?
R1, R1, R2, L1, L2.
Oh, they still have that.
But it's the reason I want to find a mod is because for my bear claws, the Xbox pad is more comfortable. But I find glitches in games, like I'm playing Forza 5 at the moment, and you'll get a certain amount round a corner, and the car will straighten up. I haven't moved the stick to straighten the car up. I'm like, what the fucking hell is this straightening up? Right? I don't find the PlayStation pad particularly comfortable because it's not. The hand position is all. I don't have.
You're on about PS3 and down, not like the PS4 one. You haven't had much experience with PS4 control, have you?
Nope. But PlayStation have always expected you to have your hands like that. After 5 hours of having my hands like that, unless it's an arse in my hands have no fucking reason to be like that.
That was the thing back in the day when I got my PlayStation. I had the original controller. I loved that. It did take me getting used to because I've gone from your Sega and your Game Boy, and then all of a sudden here's this mass of buttons, and I'm sorry, I've gone from 1, 2, 3 or ABC to fucking shapes.
Yeah.
That didn't make any sense, but you know, you get your head around it, and then a while later I go around a friend's house and his PlayStation, he says, here, I'll play 2-player. Brilliant, you got another controller? Yes, I have. Here. He gives me this thing with analog sticks, and I'm like, what's this? He says, that's analog. No, my watch is analog. What's this? And he says it's so you can walk and look. Basically your way into first-person shooters and shit. I hated it. Not even just using the analogs. The feel of it. I've now lost my ability to wrap my hands around, or at least these 3 fingers. Now it's... And these fuckers are doing nothing. Alright, they're up there for the show. You serve no purpose now. You might as well be hacked off. I hated it. And when all my friends had started playing their games where you could use the analog sticks, they'd be playing Final Fantasy VIII. Nice, smooth, walking movement via the analog. There's me. Fuck you, analog. I'm using D-pad and going...
I've got quite used to analog now. For me, because I'm more into driving games, is I can drive a much smoother line and a much more accurate line.
I can't drive any racing games with analog, especially the ones where accelerate is forward on your analog as well as steering. You know,
no, that's right. Anyone that does that is wrong, right?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't fucking work. Right? Because if you've got press forward and you've got to rotate it left and right to steer, your steering's not accurate enough.
You know why they've done that? Well, their excuses for doing it. They're trying to imitate how it used to be in arcades. You know, you had that odd racing game,
which was
terrible. A joystick.
Push
like
the joystick forward and try and rotate it left and right, even when it only pointed 4 directions to steer it. They was fucking terrible then. It's fucking terrible now.
While that was bad, how do you think you've made it better when it's just my thumb? I slip on the bastard analog of the PlayStation. In fact, I slip on the bastard analog of any fucking controller these days. I can't steer a fucking car with it.
No one can steer a car like that.
No. So, what did I get today? Got Wrath Unleashed on the PS2 for £3. It's worth £6. And I got a Master System 2 console. This thing came with a controller, all the leads and all that crap, and came with a selection of games. Normally I don't like buying game consoles at car boot sales because you can't guarantee they're going to work. Not to mention, I'm wondering, does this have Sonic the Hedgehog built in or Alex Kidd built in? Well, let's try it. Moment of truth. It turns on. And it's Sonic. So yeah, it actually fucking works. And it's got Sonic the Hedgehog built into it. Normally, a Master System 2 with a bunch of games can go for about £50 or more. Guy wanted to sell this to me for £40. I haggled him down to £30. So all in all, I think I spent £33. Everything was worth about £56. So I saved £23. Another good day. Oh yes, another good day.